Hey, so I've been seeing a lot of comments on my political stuff, and I think people don't really understand how visions work. And so I want to kind of explain that and explain my interpretation of knowing the way that I work and the way that spirit works. So, one thing is, we will never get information that spirit doesn't want to give us, plain and simple. So, even though I may want to see who's going to be president, if spirit doesn't show me that, they don't show me that. That might change later, yes, but we have to do everything in its timing. Also, as I explained in the previous video, that in my world events auto rights, where I talked about a brown haired guy with the, I think, facial hair and blue eyes, if I can remember right. After that, JD Vance was elected the running mate for Trump. That's who I think I was seeing. It was just a VP candidate, and he's a senator. Okay, so that's where the senator came in. Sometimes things come mixed up, especially in world events auto rights. Now, also, my prediction was we're going to have someone younger as a president. That's what I truly feel because the energy felt younger. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Younger president, period. KH she's 59. That's not considered really old in my opinion, and she's got very young energy. Okay. So when we're feeling energy in any type of psychic reading or prediction or anything like that, we're feeling a younger energy. We're a younger energy. How that person presents, it's not really about age. When I say younger, I don't mean like 20s or 30s. Okay. I just mean younger than 78. Um, and who I saw, brown hair, brown eyes, could be a VP running mate, or it could be something way in the future. I'm not sure. The only thing I saw, and I'll explain my visions again, and I don't know when this could happen, was the flag at half mast, the White House, and the coffin. I'm going to leave that there for interpretation, okay? Because they didn't really show me it was one way or another, but I've always felt something is going on in Biden's brain, and that's come in previous auto rights, all right? So just going to leave that kind of there. Don't really know what spirit means. I can only guess, right? And we have to make sure we're perceiving it right. We don't want to guess. We don't want to try to make things fit. We don't want to really throw out our people, right? Because again, I said senator, and then the next day or 2 days after was when Trump took his running mate as Senator Vance. And I don't like the guy. That's my political opinion. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't do politics. And a lot of people will come at me for visions and stuff that I get, and it's not really my opinions. I don't try to go one way or another, but I do feel like we need to go forward, not backwards. And I think we need to do our research, plain and simple. So, I could have been seeing a VP candidate. I could be seeing way in the future. I don't know. I just saw somebody walk on stage that had brown hair and I think brown eyes. They're very blurry from far away. So what people have to understand is psychic visions aren't always clear. Sometimes I see them very blurry. Like if I'm standing in the back of a room and there's someone on a stage way up front and I don't have my glasses on. It's kind of like that sometimes, and sometimes it's more clear. Like I always say, like in a build a perp, they'll break down the features. Okay. So we have to take what fits and put it there. That doesn't mean like make a prediction as far as that doesn't mean as make things fit. We have to wait and see how they're going to fit. Um, so I wanted to kind of make this clear because of the comments that I'm seeing. When I say younger president, I wasn't given a gender. I just said younger energy, younger president at some some point in time. Um, that's what I felt, and so that's what I said. And again, that might not match who I'm seeing on stage. And that's not to make this fit or change what I'm seeing or anything like that. I still see the guy walking on stage. Who he is, I don't freaking know. It could be he held Senate at one time. It could be something else with another senator. I don't know. I took the senator to be the person that Trump elected as his VP. And because he has brown hair and blue eyes. Okay. And then he was elected a couple days after the auto rate. I notice when I do auto rate, stuff will come out a few days later that matches. All right. And that also could mean have multiple meanings sometimes. I notice that sometimes when I get stuff in world events that it will kind of spiral into different things. There'll be a lot of similar, cases or whatnot, similar things happening. So again, you take those visions and you just wait and see what happens and transpires. I'm not trying to say that one thing means one thing or another. I'm just trying to explain to you how psychic visions work. They are not always clear. They're not always concise. Okay. And I don't like to make political anything. But the fact that we already have a younger running candidate, male or female, doesn't matter. She's younger energy, period. Because I wasn't given a gender. I just said we're going to have a younger president. Okay. And then in a separate vision, that's what they showed me with the brown hair, brown eyes. And it was far away. So, but that did feel male energy. But that could be his new vice president because we don't know who that's going to be, right? So that's how I interpret it. That's just going off of what I'm seeing. We don't know how it fits until it fits. I could be completely wrong on who that person is. I didn't see them up close. I don't know who the hell they are. So we have to wait and see because again, spirit will only give us what we're supposed to get, and that's it. We have no control over that. Some psychics will pick up more, some won't, etc. But something that keeps repeating right now as I'm talking to you guys, and again, I don't like to make political predictions, but I keep seeing a blue sign that says Harris and all this confetti falling and her at the podium. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to say one way or another on this, okay? But one thing, again, I think that we need to do as a nation is research policies, research candidates, see which one we vibe with, see who we want to be running our country, and that's it. I'm not going one way or another. I have my thoughts on it. I feel like someone younger would be better because if we put someone older in, I mean, it was said we didn't need an older president. And if we look at his past and everything, you know, you have to compare the candidates. It doesn't matter if you like one over the other. The point is your research, period. And that's what I think people need to do because this is really important. Do I think sometimes things are rigged? Yes. But I think that it's important to really take a look at the whole situation and not get stuck in one frame of mind. And we need to be thinking about going backward or going forwards, not backwards. So I just wanted to reiterate the visions and explain them a little bit. And from what I understand and how spirit works and doing this for almost 12 years, and if I get any more, I will let you know. But I'm not trying to predict the presidency here. I'm not trying to predict anything. That all came during an auto write that I have no control over. I may do something for Patreon, but I'm not sure on that because again, you put your stuff out there, people think you're biased and they attack you because they don't agree with it. But I can't help what I'm getting. Period. So that's something people need to understand about psychics, mediums, and we're not always going to be right because we're not God. Plain and simple. We don't know. So I just think we're going to have, I don't know. I hope that things shift for the better. That's all I can say. And I hope that things are better for America and we're not under this controlling crazy. I'll stop there because I don't want to put my feelings out there on it. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Just wanted to clear that up.